All right, welcome everybody to the new member orientation. We're live. We should be on air if you guys can hear us okay, and you can see me okay, or actually just see the screen. Give me a shout out, give me a yes, give me a thumbs up, give me a 1, a 2, a 3, whichever. Let me know that we're good to go, and we will get started here in just another minute. I want to welcome everybody to Ingresso Cybernetico. If this is your very first call, then I do want to absolutely welcome you. Welcome to the Ingresso Cybernetico family, but more importantly, welcome to the call. And all right, we're going to wait for confirmation just to make sure y'all can see and hear us okay. And I am just looking for something real quick. All right, well, again, folks, we'll get started here in just another minute or so. My name is Dylan Hastings. I'm a member of Ingresso Cybernetico, just like yourself, and we will get kicked off here in just another minute or so. You may want to have a pen and a piece of paper just to take a few notes. There is some really great information that we're going to share with you this evening, and also, folks, while we're waiting to get started, let me know where you're calling in from, or let me know where you're tuning in from. We've got a lot of people on the call today. And I'd love to obviously know where, in fact, you all reside. It's always nice to see where everybody's calling in from. So, if you would, let me know that. And then also this evening, we're going to have to do the presentation a little different way because Google does not like to cooperate with everything else when we do the Hangouts here, so I'm going to use a different slide. Hopefully y'all will be able to see that okay. Let me actually go ahead and show that part. And we should be good to go. Okay, great. Make sure the slide is going to move for us. Hello, hello. All right, we've got Jacksonville in the house. Welcome. Okay, why is this not letting me move? All right, folks, again, we'll get started here in just another minute or so. I'm going to use a different slide this evening. And actually, our viewers have just went up quite a bit here, and we've got a bunch of people coming on as we speak. So we'll give it just another minute or so. We're going to go through this information as quickly as we possibly can for you so that we are respectful of your time and all that great stuff. All right. If y'all can hear that noise, it's because Google doesn't like to participate with Keynote, I guess. All right, so we're going to have to do this a little different way. Thank you for tuning in again. We've got Jacksonville, we've got New York, we've got London, we've got Tennessee. Wow, it's actually, I think it's pretty late over there in London. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time as well. Tennessee, welcome. All right, well, I'm here in Georgia, and it's raining at the moment. It's actually thunder and lightning, so I hope I don't get struck by lightning. But, folks, we wanted to bring some information to you as a new member of Ingresso Cybernetico. You know, it's very important. This is really kind of an open session. This is really a place for you to ask your questions, get your questions answered. You know, if you're unsure about something, feel free to ask that question. You know, this is really, again, it's unscripted. It's raw. It's information really just to kind of get the answers out of the way, or the questions out of the way that you may have as you've started Ingresso Cybernetico, maybe where to find something, all that great stuff. But I'm going to share some tips with you this evening that really has helped a lot of our folks and a lot of the people in Ingresso Cybernetico really come out of the gate with a lot of success. Now, you know, a lot of you have already told us where you're calling in from. You know, we are a family at Ingresso Cybernetico. Truly, the company does everything that they can to bring people together as much as they possibly can but also to get to know you personally. You know, we're on these calls. I can't talk to you personally on the call, but we do get to know you, whether it be through social media, whether it be through other avenues, maybe phone calls, all of that stuff over time. Obviously, we get to know you personally. So I want to just let you know that, you know, yes, you're starting a new business, you're in a new company, but you're here as a community, and this company has one of the best communities I've ever seen when it comes to not only help, but also the knowledge and the training and resources available for you as a distributor. So let's talk about some of the steps really that you should be taking to see a lot of success right out of the gate with Ingresso Cybernetico. You know, we have a very simple business. Although the compensation plan is really tremendous, and there's a lot of moving pieces to it, just understand that it's very simple. Introduce one person on your left, one person on your right, teach them to do the same thing. And then what do you do after that? Rinse and repeat. Just do the same thing over again. Put one on your left, one on your right, and help them get two people. Continue to do that, folks. Do not ever stop sponsoring anyone, okay? Because, and it's not that you have to sponsor people. It's just that we truly, if you ever want to reach, you know, the levels of income that you're looking for, whether it be, you know, making $50,000, whether it be making $10,000, $5,000, $100,000, $200,000 with Ingresso Cybernetico, whether it be in 30 days, 60, 90, a year, 2 years, whatever it may be. Whatever your goal is, it is absolutely attainable here at Ingresso Cybernetico. The only thing that is missing, the two pieces that are missing, is really that you stay plugged in and that you continue to work your business and, of course, be supportive of your team. That's really it. The products that we have sell themselves. The products do what they say they're going to do. You obviously are on Cybernetico Live as we speak. You know, you can use this platform to deliver any message that you choose, whether it be for Ingresso, whether it be for something else, whether it be for a product that you've developed that you want to sell, whatever it may be, folks, you have access to the products that are going to help you leverage and build your brand and your business. So the first thing I should say really is make sure you're utilizing the products, okay, because the products are truly what drives the success of this business. Now, let's talk about, you know, the steps to success. You can see them on the screen here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just kind of go down the list. You know, the first thing with any business opportunity out there, if you have not identified your why, then you're off to the wrong start. Truly you are, with any business whatsoever, because you need to know why you're doing this business. You need to understand and be passionate about what it is you're doing, because truly there are some peaks and some valleys of business. There's going to be some ups and downs. There's going to be some times where you just want to quit, and there's going to be some times where you're literally at the top of a mountain screaming, right? It happens with every business opportunity. It happens with every business, whether it be direct sales, network marketing, internet marketing, or a brick and mortar business company, okay? It takes time, it takes dedication, it takes hard work, and there's always going to be those pitfalls and those highs in your business. Here's what gets you through those. One is having a community, which we already have, okay? 2 is understanding your why, understanding why it is that you're doing this business, because truly, again, it is very important. That's probably one of the biggest keys to your success in anything that you do in life in general. Whether you're doing it for your kids, yourself, your spouse, something that you're passionate about, whatever it may be, make sure you've identified that why and make sure you've written it down. And quite honestly, folks, I want to encourage you to make sure it's somewhere where you see it every day, because there are going to be days when you get somebody negative or somebody that doesn't believe in what you're doing, or somebody that says you can't do it, which typically is the ones closest to you, those are the ones at that time that you need to really be able to connect with that why and move yourself through those times. I've had them. Everybody's had them. Quite honestly, it is tough to get through them, and this is where it's going to make or break you. Most people give up within that, you know, when they see pitfalls. So, again, make sure you have identified your why. The second is, what is your 90-day game plan? Now, we're not telling you to stop at 90 days, because truly you should always have your business mapped out. Every good business and a successful entrepreneur has their business plan mapped out. They know what they're going to do. They know what they want to accomplish within a certain period of time. And then, of course, they continue to set goals for themselves and motivate themselves, you know, to achieve those goals. It's important that you have a 90-day game plan, you know. And I'm telling you, folks, you need to write this stuff down, because if you do not, and you just take what I say tonight and you just kind of throw it over your shoulder, you are not going to see the success that you're looking for. And I'm telling you that from personal experience because I was that person. I literally thought people were just, it was just fluff. I thought people were, okay, whatever. I'm going to do my business the way I want to do it. And, I don't know how successful this person's been. I don't even know this person, so why should I listen to them? And that was probably the first 3 years of being in this industry. And it's been 11 years now, close to 11 years. And I can tell you, looking back, that everything that I've ever learned, whether it be from somebody successful, somebody that has had failures, I've learned from every single person that I've come in contact with throughout this industry. And I want to encourage you to do the same. But have your 90-day game plan. Have something laid out for you within the next 90 days. And start from your 90 days, the 90-day game plan, and work your way backwards to today. Because if you're starting today and you say you want to do this in 30 days, then how do you know what your destination is within 90 days? It's really hard for you to identify that. The best thing to do is say, okay, within 90 days, I either want to sponsor 10 people in my business personally, or I either want to set this goal financially within the next 90 days. And what you want to do is, again, work your way backwards from that. So if I say I want to make $10,000 within the next 90 days, then break it down into 3 months, because you've got, obviously, 30 days in a month, so you've got 3 months there. Break it down into 3 months, okay, divide it by 3, and then take that number and divide it by 4, because then you've got 4 months within each, or 4 weeks within each month, right? So then you now have a weekly goal that you can strive for to hit your long-term goal, which would be 90 days. That's not your final destination. That's just to get you started within the business. If you don't hit your goals daily, then you got to change your routine. You got to change what you're doing, because you will not hit that destination within 90 days if you do not produce results within a daily routine of whatever you're choosing to do. And those routines, folks, may be that you want to do like 5 postings a day on Facebook. Maybe you want to run paid traffic every week. Maybe you want to spend $30 every week on paid traffic. Maybe you want to pick up the phone and make 15 calls every week. Whatever it may be, you've got to have it written down. You've got to have it in place, okay? Staying connected with your active upline. Here's the key word, active, okay? Not everybody that brings you in the business is going to stay active within a company, and I think a lot of you may have either experienced that or had that happen to you in the past. Your success is not determined by your upline. Your success is not determined by your sponsor. It's important for you to identify with somebody upline so that you have a channel of communication, whether that be your sponsor or their sponsor, depending on. Find somebody that's actively, in the business as much as you are, so that you can really relate to that person. If your upline's out doing all different kinds of stuff, then he may not be the one you want to constantly be in contact with, and you want to reach out to somebody active within your upline. Now, if you don't know who that is, because the system does not show you your upline, you can contact live support on aggressivecybernetico.com over in the bottom right-hand corner, and they will assist you if your upline has gone inactive, your sponsor has gone inactive, or maybe you haven't been able to identify somebody in your upline to be able to connect with, because it's very important that you connect with somebody there. Have you started the 30-day blueprint? This is a big one, guys and ladies. It really is, because Dwayne spent a lot of time, and quite honestly, there's a lot of information back there that truly is so valuable that there should be a price tag on it, really. Because the more that somebody charges for something, typically they take it more seriously. And a lot of people, what we find is that they don't go through the 30-day blueprint because it's offered for free in your back office. Well, that's not a reason for you not to go through the 30-day blueprint. Quite honestly, if you want the blueprint to success within Aggressive Cybernetico, and you as an entrepreneur, you need to plug into the 30-day blueprint. The 30-day blueprint truly is your step to success for the next 30 days as you're achieving or working towards your 90-day game plan. Okay, that is the initial start. We actually have people, some of the most successful people in Aggressive Cybernetico have went through that 30-day blueprint more than once. They've been with a company maybe 5-6 months. They went through it when they first started. They went through it 3 or 4 months later. Then they went through it a month later after that. They constantly are going through that to really tweak and craft their game when it comes to building their business, because every business is built differently. Every prospect is different when you're talking to people about whether it be the business, the products, whatever it may be. You know, the 30-day blueprint really gives you, you know, some steps in which you can take, not necessarily to just talk about building Ingresso Cybernetico, but in personal development and steps that are really going to help you get the results you're looking for within the next 30 days. Now let's talk about step number 5. You know, logging into your back office on a daily basis. Now, I don't know if y'all know this or not yet. For those that are just getting started with Ingresso Cybernetico, the company has a contest every single month. Okay, you're going to see the contest usually on the top somewhere within Ingresso Cybernetico, maybe by email, or there's going to be a tab there. Here's what I'm going to tell you: Ingresso Cybernetico's contests every month. You can truly make a full-time income just with the contest bonuses. Okay, for a lot of you. Here's what I want to tell you: is that when you get plugged in and you're looking at the contest bonus, and as you're growing and building your business, okay, you're going to find that there's certain things that you can do throughout the time in which you're building your business that you can earn points. Logging into your back office is one of them. You actually get a point for every day that you log into your back office. So here's the deal: you log in every day for 30 days. Guess how many points you get? You get 30 towards the contest bonuses. There's so many other ways for you to get free points, meaning, and I shouldn't say free because you've earned them because you've actually done the task. However, you can, you know, do a video testimony. You can write a blog post a lot of times. There's different things back there for you to be able to qualify for points to get you kicked off in the right direction in building your business. Okay, so that gives you kind of a head start as you're, you know, building your Ingresso Cybernetico business. There's other things you can do to earn points within Ingresso Cybernetico's contest. And here's what I'll tell you guys, not to get too far off the topic of logging into your office into your back office daily, but Christmas is only about 17 weekends or 17 Fridays away from now. And I know people are panicking. I know I started to panic when I figured that out. Here's what I want to tell you. Ingresso Cybernetico, if you weren't here last year, had some incredible contest bonuses available for you as a member of Ingresso Cybernetico that you could participate in. This year, from what Dwayne tells us and what we hear from the rest of the crew, is that this year's bonuses and contests are going to be off the charts. So just stay plugged into your back office. The only way that you can work with your team on a daily basis and strategize and really build depth in your business is that you're logging in and that you're working with your downline and the people that are building the organization. Okay. Step number 6, business center strategy. Now here's a simple one. Okay. You started with Ingresso Cybernetico at a certain business center, whether it be the 50, the 50, the 100, the 50, the 100, the 300, or all of them, right? Or maybe you start at the 500, the 1500, whatever it may be, okay? There's no right or wrong way to build your Ingresso Cybernetico business. Here's what I do want to tell you, though. Do not catch yourself completing a business center and then taking that money out unless you're at all business centers. That's not to say that you can't, okay? That's not to say that you can't. You can absolutely do that. But here's what I want to tell you. You want to constantly be reinvesting in your business, whether it be through paid traffic, through different avenues of advertising, whether it be through buying into the next highest business center. I know that everybody wants to cash out and make money right away, right? Ingresso Cybernetico is not going anywhere, folks. A lot of you come from programs where you cash out your money because you're afraid the company's not going to be there in a few months, right? I know it because I've been in the industry long enough. There's a lot of that stuff out there. There's a lot of stuff like that going on. I will tell you, whether you were brought into this company on a means of being able to make a lot of money or being able to enjoy the products, you do not have to worry about this company going anywhere anytime soon. The company's been in business for a while now. The company has a proven track record, and they're going to do everything that they can do to protect the company, the brand, and the distributors. If you haven't figured that out yet or not, you wait until you tune into some of the calls with Dwayne, the CEO of the company. I mean, he is very passionate about the company itself and where we're going as a company. and they're going to do everything that they can to make sure that they protect the company as well. So do not, go out there and build your business, build your business center strategy, because here's what you do. The more business centers you own, the more money you make. The more people you introduce to the company, the more residuals you have. The more people you bring to the company, the more satisfied people within your network are going to be, because now they have some incredible value, right? So business center strategy, very simple. Get to the highest business center you possibly can the fastest. That's really the key to success as we build your business and your team with Aggressive Cybernetico. Here's why I tell you that. It's not always because of the money, folks. It's because if you look at the products that are available within Aggressive Cybernetico at all of the higher business centers, or even within the middle business centers, or the $50 business center for that matter, they're all products and services that you need, and they're all based on quantities in which you're purchasing the business center for. Okay, all your business center is basically the one-time cost for you to own those products, and then you pay a maintenance fee to keep those products active on a monthly basis. So get to the highest business center you possibly can the fastest. There's no right or wrong way to do this. There's no fast or slow way to do this. It's just a matter of being comfortable, a matter of understanding the business model, and understanding the power of the 2x2 business centers, combined with the unilevel and the residuals, as well as obviously all the fast start money, the cash, the lifestyle bonus, the car bonus, all of that stuff combined. Okay. Let me just say this, folks. I know a lot of you are just starting with Aggressive Cybernetico. If you're not at the $500 business center yet, you need to focus on getting there as quickly as possible. I don't know of any business that can pay you what Aggressive Cybernetico can pay you, that you can start outside of network marketing for $500, $600, $700, $800. I don't. And if you talk to people that are literally so concerned about having to pay $25 a month or buy a business center for $100, those are not the people that you want in your business. I can promise you. It's a one sale for them and it's done, and they're not going to do anything. It's very, very important for you to look for those people that understand what you have in your hand. Okay, because those are the people that will literally take off and run with the business, and you don't have to spend all the time in the world trying to convince them what it is that they have in their hand. Okay, so just as a just from a friend to a friend, don't focus on the people that are not doing anything within your business. Continue to look for those people out there that are hungry just like you, because you're on this call this afternoon, taking time out of your schedule to listen to this presentation. So you're already plugged in. If people you've already introduced to the company are not here today, then they're not plugged in and are as serious as you are, in building your business. Now that may be not the circumstances. Maybe they've got to work. Maybe they've got something come up, and they can get on the next call. That's not to really kind of pick on anybody. I'm just saying, a lot of people, what happens is when they don't stay plugged in, they don't see the success that they're looking for, and that's because there's so many new things coming out with Aggressive Cybernetico. You need to stay focused and plugged in to the business, because there's a lot of things that can definitely distract us out there in the world of network marketing, or internet marketing for that matter. Finding an accountability partner. Whew, this is a big one. I don't know if any of you have ever done this or not before. Quite honestly, somebody told me to do this a long time ago, and just like some of you may have already done, you blew them off and you didn't listen to them. I had to learn the hard way, because when you come from success in the corporate America, sometimes it's funny, but sometimes people think they know it all, and I may have been one of those people where I just thought that I knew the answers to everything, because it worked in corporate America, it could work in direct sales network marketing, and that's so far from the truth. You're an entrepreneur, you're not an employee, and that mindset, that mentality, you've got to really shift that. And here's what I want to tell you. Yes, you're accountable for your own results. You're always going to be accountable for your own results. You're not going to have a boss telling you that you didn't hit your goals. You're not going to have somebody write you up because you were late. You're not going to have somebody slap you over the head because you didn't do something correctly. You are your own accountability. Now, here's where it comes where it's really tough. Is you need to find somebody that you can use as an accountability partner, because quite honestly, it's lonely out there by yourself. And I'll be honest with you, as an internet marketer, as a network marketer, we're behind a computer a lot of times, and we don't get that social interaction that we do when we're belly to belly and doing social meetings and internet, or what I want to say, hotel meetings and all that stuff. It's important, folks, that you have somebody that can hold you accountable for what you're looking to do, but is also somebody that you can have a great friendship with and also be accountable to them as well. We need people to be able to bounce things off from. I have several people in my life that I literally go to. The people that tell me I'm stupid and for doing something, forget it. That's not an accountability partner, folks. That's somebody that literally is just a negative nanny. I don't listen to them. Even if it could be my spouse for that matter. I'm not going to listen to them when it comes to that. I have a dream, I have a vision, I have a strong why, just like you should, and it doesn't matter what people say. Do whatever it is that makes you passionate and go for it. I promise you, it's worth it in the end. But having that accountability partner is truly going to help you achieve those results, right? All right. Last step here that I want to cover is, focus only on the money-making activities. Here's what I just want to say to that. We all have social media today, right? We all have Facebook. We all have Twitter, Instagram, all this other junk out there, right? I'm not a huge fan of social media. I do love it because it's very powerful and the reach is very powerful, but I don't use it for a lot of personal stuff. I use it strictly for marketing purposes. And I want to encourage you not necessarily to just, dump your Facebook page that's for your family, but find social media avenues in which you can use for marketing purposes. Okay, and make sure that you're mixing it up between personal and business if you're going to do that, because you don't want everything to be posted about your business opportunity. Okay, or make sure it's about you, right, or something about you. Here's what I mean about focusing only on the money-making activities, though. How many times, folks, have you ever went to Facebook and you said, all right, I'm going to do 5 posts today and I'm going to try to get, I want to establish 5 new relationships, 5 new friends, right? All of a sudden you get there, 3 hours later you look at the clock and you said, oh, well, I guess I'll have to do that tomorrow because I've been sitting there creeping around on people's Facebook walls and news feeds and clicking on people's pictures and commenting on things I probably shouldn't comment on and sharing stuff I really don't need to share. And then 3 hours later, we find ourselves, uh-oh, I didn't do what I was supposed to today. I didn't get the results I was supposed to today, or that I put down here. So I guess I'll just do it tomorrow. Well, you've got a daily goal or a weekly goal at least in which you've put yourself accountable for. Here's where it comes tough, though. You're your own entrepreneur. That's where the success either breaks you or it makes you. You have to make sure that you're disciplined in that you write the stuff down and that you hold yourself accountable, because nobody else is going to do it for you, especially those people around you that don't really understand what you're doing or that are as passionate as you. They'll make excuses for you, quite honestly. It happened to me. So just make sure that when you're on social media, if you have something, a goal in mind or a destination which you're looking to achieve, that you get out there and do it, and then shut it down. And then if you want to go back after an hour and do your news feed stuff and all that other stuff, then hey, I say go for it. But it's not that you can't live your life. I just, quite honestly, if you want to see the success you're looking for, you do have to make some compromises in the fact that, I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. I love football, right? College football's on. I do have to watch Georgia Bulldogs, but for the most part, I don't even watch professional anymore. And the reason for it is because I've got to limit what I watch and when I watch it, because I need to focus on my business. I also need to focus on my family as well. So there's got to be that balance for you. And again, it may take time. It may take a compromise for a while. But truly, folks, if you want to make it in the industry, that's what you got to do. And it's all worth it in the end if you stay serious with it and you continue to move forward with the business. But Ingresso Cybernetico, folks, is the place to see that kind of success you're looking for. I truly mean that. It's not because I'm in the company. It's not because I'm doing the presentation today. I'm telling you that from experience. I'm telling you that from my heart. Really, is this company has leadership that no other company has. At least that I've ever discovered, in this particular niche. I'm telling you, we have more value than any tool-based company that I've ever seen. We have more training than any company I've ever seen. And we also have more resources and leadership and community than most other companies I've ever seen. So here, listen, folks, this is everything that you need to be successful. get a strong why, get a 90-day game plan, find an accountability partner, connect with your upline, okay, and map out the 30-day blueprint, whether you do it daily or you take, you know, two days at a time, and just make sure you're implementing it. And there's many other pieces to this puzzle, but this is really the core in which it takes to really, you know, get yourself out of the gate to see success with the business. And it's important for you to find what other people are doing that see success and just model it, right, or make it your own. So, all right, folks, well, I've seen your questions coming in, so I will definitely answer those for you now, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. So if you have any other additional questions, I know there's a slight delay again here, but that's okay. I'll go through the questions and I'll answer them for you, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. So let's see. Somebody said, how do I answer to people who ask, is this is usually a pyramid, right? Here's what I'm going to tell you. You know, I don't even answer people anymore when they talk about a pyramid. If you come to me and just said, is that one of those pyramid things? I literally don't say another word, and you don't try to convince them, folks. Really don't, because everything, if you look at from a CEO to the vice presidents to the supervisors to the employees, if that forms a pyramid, you know, is it a pyramid scheme? No, you know, it's just out of the normal. I don't know whoever came up with that idea or whoever came up with that slang or whatever it is, but it's kind of annoying, and I know it is for a lot of you. It just shows people sometimes their ignorance when it comes to not being educated on what they're talking about, and obviously just having an assumption of what it is in which they think you're doing. So if you want to take the time to explain it to them, you know, go for it. It could pay off for you, but quite honestly, most people that have that mentality right off the bat, not going to happen. You're going to have to keep convincing them, and they probably aren't going to talk to anybody because they still have it in the back of their mind that it's a pyramid. So, you know, if you look at the models that a lot of corporations have now, like whether it be Time Warner Cable, you know, DirecTV, Keller Williams Realty, folks, they all have compensation models that are typical to a matrix or a unilevel compensation plan. They may just not call it that. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You know, if somebody calls it a pyramid scheme, pull up one of those things on social media and say, all right, I mean, you're telling me that Time Warner's got a pyramid scheme now? I mean, do you play the lottery? I mean, what is it that I mean, what is a pyramid scheme? Actually, I've actually asked that question sometimes to people, quite honestly. It's that people will say, well, you know, is this one of those pyramid schemes? Well, what is a pyramid scheme? And then you just sit back and don't say anything and wait for them to respond, because they're not going to, because they don't know the definition of what it is that they're talking about. That's a lot of times of how I tackle that. All right, so let's see. Somebody said, "Oh, leave those people alone." O'Neill, you were responding to Aisha. Hopefully, I pronounced your name, Aisha, correctly. To her comment there. Yes, leave those people alone for sure. All right, but then you said, but I want to know how to shut them up and say why we are different from them. Listen, again, I think I've answered that question for you already, but you know, just turn around and ask them what they mean. What is a pyramid scheme, and just wait for them to answer that for you. Okay, that's really going to be the best solution to that, because then it really starts the conversation. Then you can go into, if they ask you, well, what is the products that the company has? Then it opens the door for you to be able to talk to people about that. All right, let's see. Let's see. And just so you know, Aisha, you know, you asked why are we different from a pyramid? Well, if you look at the definition of a pyramid, okay, a pyramid scheme or a pyramid itself, in definition, is a company that literally just collects money without any product or value, and of course they redistribute the money to their distributors. If you look at the products and the value that Aggressive Cybernetical has, okay, then the pyramid, you know, even the pyramid idea of it is so far from the truth with Aggressive Cybernetical. if Ingresso Cybernetico, charged you for each individual product that they offer through their business centers and their tool suite, you'd be paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. And if you don't believe me, go out there and try to buy the products independently of themselves and pay for them. It's very, very expensive. That's why people are coming to Ingresso Cybernetico, because they know the value, they see the value, and they're here to use the products. But the make money part of it is just a icing on the cake for everybody. And we do have one of the best compensation plans out there, because we do offer the business centers, which is upfront income, and then we offer the long-term residual income on the end. So let's see. Somebody says, listen. Oh, okay, O'Neill, you were answering the thing there. All right. You said the best company I've been a part of in my 6 years in this industry. I completely agree with that. Amen to that. All right, let's see. What is the best way to sell the product? Well, Terrell, you asked that question, and I know these are public chats, guys, so you can all see who typed the question and so on and so forth. I didn't make it private, but as far as the best way to sell the products, it's not necessarily you want to focus on any one product. Although sometimes I lead my conversation into it being applicable to one product, right? So if I want to talk about maybe a webinar system, if I know somebody's really looking for something that can help them build their business, I may lead in with Cybernetico Live, because quite honestly, this platform is going to change people's business. It really is. With the live chat feature that we have, if you haven't been over on the admin side of Cybernetico Live, and of course the pages you can create and the simplicity of it, it truly is a game changer for you and your business. I quite honestly, here's what I do. I give people the information, and I let them make a decision. If they have questions, then I answer their questions, okay? I don't try to convince them about anything. I've learned over the years that if you try to convince people to join your business, this is what's going to happen. For one, you're going to waste a lot of your time. And second of all, they're going to join your business because they're doing it out of the instinct that they're going to make money, as opposed to the value in which they're receiving, because they don't understand the products. So again, here's what I would do. I would just talk to people, give people the information, let them make a decision. If they have questions, answer their questions, and then of course either close the sale or follow up with them at a later time. Don't ever write them off your list, but follow up with them at a later time. Let's see. And Aisha, you said something about I say it is a 2x2 follow me matrix, and they ask what's the difference. Okay, here's what I would do with that. I do not recommend that you get into specifics with the compensation plan, because if you guys all know and you've been a part of maybe a business opportunity presentation we've done, myself, Tom, or Dwayne Jr., you guys understand how many moving parts are to the compensation plan, right? When you're talking about an opportunity, you really shouldn't talk about the compensation plan initially. You should actually talk about the products and then talk about the compensation plan if you choose. I would prefer to lead somebody to a business opportunity presentation than to try to explain the compensation plan. And the reason for this is because it's third party, what they call third party credibility. If you're talking to somebody and they know you personally, they may know that you've never had success in the industry before. They may know that you are not, somebody that's ever made money in the industry before. That doesn't mean that you're not going to make money here. It just means the fact that what I would recommend you do is give them some type of third-party credibility. Whether you bring somebody in to do a third-party call, whether you send them the information through a presentation. We all have all those recorded. They're all available for you on the YouTube channel. You can always go out there and check those out. And you asked for the link for the webinar. Here's what I'm going to tell you to do. I'm actually on the Ingresso Cybernetico website or on the YouTube channel. If you actually click, I think if you put your mouse over the video window, it may display there with YouTube at the bottom right-hand corner. If you do that, click that. It'll actually bring you over to YouTube's channel, the YouTube channel that we're actually streaming on. and you can get all of the videos out there. They're all published publicly, so you'll be able to access all of them, previous trainings, all of that stuff. But there's and here's what I want to tell you too, Aisha, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, is Dwayne also sent out an email today with the CEO, the Business Opportunity CEO replay. Okay, because we've started to do that now with the replays because we have the ability to do that with Ingresso Cybernetico Live. So look at the email that Dwayne sent you guys this afternoon, and you're going to find the links in there for, I believe, the CEO Business Opportunity. And there's nobody better that I would have do the business presentation for you than the owner of the company himself. So hopefully that helps. All right, folks. Well, listen, it's 42 minutes past. I know we're slightly delayed, so I'll hang out here for a minute or so once we wrap it up to see if you guys have any other questions. But that's it for this evening. I thank you all for tuning in to the new member orientation. You know, we're very excited to obviously have you part of the company. If you've been here for just a short period of time, then, you know, hang on to your hat and just go for it, because truly there is so many rewards here at Ingresso Cybernetico, as well as some incredible products, and there's just nothing but good things coming down the road. So with that, folks, have a wonderful afternoon, a wonderful evening, wherever you are in the world. My friend in London there, I hope you have a wonderful evening as well. I know it's really late over there. And for all of you here in the United States, thank you again so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again soon. Folks, real quick before I wrap it up here, there's a call tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune into that. Make sure you get registered for that. Tom's going to actually go through some information on the sales funnels, I believe, and you want to definitely tune into that. So, folks, have a wonderful evening. Take care. God bless.